Okay, right. So in the subquery statement, so last in correlated last operator we discussed that is called as what now? Exit operator. So exit operator, we said in the last session, okay, this is one special operator guys here. It will be used under correlated subqueries and to check your rows. Okay, your required row is existing in your table or not. Okay, so that, okay, checking or not and having or not. So that kind of operation we can do by using of existing operator. And now how this existing operator will be check your rows in your table. Okay, let me see. One example we will discuss on this. So come out and see guys here. And here my requirement is what now? Here observe. So what is my requirement means? I need to find out here. I want to display department details in which department employees are working. Okay, I want to display department details in which department employees are working. So my example. So write a query to display, okay, department details, okay, in which department, okay, employee or employees are working. Okay, now this is what our requirement now. And now I want to check out here. So in which department employees are working. So those department details I want to display on the screen. So let me come back and see to open your SQL server. And now come back and see. So here, come to my database. We have here two tables are there now. So one table, first of all, I'm just calling now. The table name is called as select star from EMP. And now if you executed this table and whatever the information we have it here in this employee table, the total, how many number of employees are there. So those all employees information we are going to be displayed here. But in this table, if you want to see guys here, do you have any department details? So department names, department details are there in this table. No, we don't have any department details, but we have only department number column data was there. Okay, but there is no departments details. That means other details are not there here. So now, but my requirement is what now guys here, I want to display department details. I want to display. Okay now, but in my EMP table, there is no department details. So that means where it is, the department details, where it is means, these are having in one more table that is called as a DEPT table. And now I just come back and see to execute it here. Okay, so department details are having in another table that's called a DEPT table. So DEPT table is having department details and department number, the department name and LOC. So the details are having here. Okay, but we don't have it any department details in my employee table because employee table is having only employee details but not other details in this. Okay, now that's what. So now I need it here. If you want to check here, okay. If the both tables I'm going to execute it here and see the both tables. These are department details table, okay, and have a departments here: accounting, research, sales, and operation. And these are in the below employee. So employee details are there here. Okay, but my requirement is what now? I want to display department details in which department employees are working. Okay. For example, if I want to see these two tables here, so what it was happening guys here, yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40 was there. The same common column it was having in the another table EMP. The same common column in another table having here EMP. Okay, now, so department number and department number, this is common column. And here in department table, the department numbers are having here like 10, 20, 30, 40. And here, so 20, 30, 20, 30, 10 is there. Okay, now, for example, if you want to see in my EMP table of department number column, if I want to see guys here, okay. Now tell me in this column, okay, what kind of numbers we have it here? Come on, guys. In employee table, department number column, which numbers are there in this? Yes, we have here 10, 20, and 30. So 10, 20, 30. So these are what now? Three department numbers are there. Okay, 10 was there, 20 was there, 30 was there. And these names, okay, and these numbers, if you want to see, this 10 department number is going to be representing here 10, and the department name is called accounting here. And 20 is going to be representing here research, and okay, 20 is there. And the 30 department number is going to be matching here, and that is sales. But now, is there any employee is there, okay, working in 40th department? Any employees there, guys? No. So that means by comparison of this, just manual, if you want to check this, you can easily understand that in which departments employees are working, guys. In which departments employees are working. By manual comparison, we can understand that, okay, in which departments employees are working? 10th department, 20th department, and 30th department. So 10, 20, 30. In these three departments only employees are working. But there is no employee in operational department. Okay, now. So then this is okay. So we manually, it was tested like that. But query through how I want to find out that information. Okay. Now we can see, guys, here, carefully observe. So select star, okay, from select a star from my table. Which table I want it here? DEPT, because department details I want to display. Okay, now, so that's why my outer query is what now? DEPT is my outer query, guys. Okay, outer query is what now? DEPT is my outer query. So that is the reason, okay, that is the reason I'm going to writing my department table in outer query statement. Okay, in outer query statement. That's okay, fine. Okay, that's okay, fine. So now after that, okay, department D is one alias I'm taking that, and where class. Here I'm using exist operator, and inner query I'm writing. Inner query, what I'm writing, select the star from which table I'm comparing here, EMP table. So EMP table, E I'm giving now. But here outer query first executed, and outer query returns complete table information. Okay, now. So in this outer query table, that means in outer query result, whatever the inner query value we are taking here, that value we need to check with the outer query table data. But here observe, so which one I have to take to my join these two tables means department number. So that means here I want to take department number from EMPE and where, so E dot DEPT number is equals to D dot DEPT number. It's a join condition I'm written. I'm writing what now? One join operation I written. So select a star from DEPTD where exist operator. Select a DEPT number from EMPE where E dot DEPT number is equals to D dot DEPT number. So now what it was happening, you can see. For example, my inner query, if you executed this inner query, what it was happening guys here. So employee table DEPT number column is equals to department table of a DEPT number. So that means in these two tables, two columns I'm taking department number, department number. Okay. And this is like a join condition. Okay. This is like a join condition, right? So by using of this join condition, E dot DEPT number is equals to D dot DEPT number. This is called a join condition. And with the help of this join condition, what I'm going to displaying here, what I'm going to retrieving here means department numbers are I'm retrieving. So that means your inner query result is what it was come here. Your inner query result is 10, 20, 30 only got it. Your inner query result is 10, 20, 30. Why, sir? Why not 40? Why not 40 means here the condition is what now? Employee table department number is equals to department table of DEPT number. Now tell me in these two tables DEPT number column, which values are matching? Come on guys, in this two table DEPT number column, joins. Already we discussed now joins. Which will be matching? 10, 10 matching. Okay, so 10, 10 matching. Understand now? 10, 10 matching. Next, what is the next matching of data? 20, 20 matching. So 20, 20 matching. Next data is what now? 30, 30 matching. So 30, 30 matching. Next, you can see 40. 40 is a matching data or unmatching data? Come on, guys. 40 is a matching data or unmatching data? It is unmatching data. So that's why it doesn't returns. So now what happened? So as per this equality condition, this equi-join condition, only matchings department numbers are we are retrieval. Only matchings department numbers are we are retrieval. Okay. And those are 10, 20, 30. Okay, fine. And now here I'm using what now? Exist operator. So I'm using what now? Exist operator. So exist operator. Okay, and outer query. Now you can see when I'm executing this entire the outer query, what it was written, guys. If I'm executing select a star from DEPTD, what happened? What happened, guys? This outer query execution. All details are come to us. Yes or no? Select a star from DEPT means a complete table will get now. Yes or no? Yes, complete table we will be get. So what is my complete table here I'm executing? Yes, I'm executing what it was, complete table. So this complete information means what it was there in this, 10 is there, 20 is there, 30 is there, and 40 is there. Okay, now. So now that is outer query result and this is inner query result. In between outer query result and inner query result, I am using existing operator. And now how it was checking here, observe. So now this is the outer query result and inner query result. So now every inner query value is going to be checked. 10 is existing in your outer query. Yes or no? Existing? Come on, guys. 10 is existing or not? Yes. 10 is existing. Existing means what now? Condition is true. Condition is true. Then department number data displayed. Next to check out. 20 is existing in my outer query result. Existing? Yes. 20 is also existing. So condition true. So this row is also displayed. Next one is 30. So 30 is existing in my outer query result. Yes, 30 is also existing in our outer query result. So then 30 is also displayed. So now inner query values, whatever it was written, that all inner query values are checking now. All are we checked out? Is there any value missing? Inner, I'm saying, not outer. Inner values are all are checking now. Yes, so all are checking. So after checking all inner query values with outer queries, okay, so 10 is existing, 20 is existing, 30 is existing. So my output is this one. My output is this one, and 40 is not existing. Okay, now, so this is existing operator internally. It was checking whether your row is there or not. So now here, all values of inner query will be checked out. And now let me see, and to execute this subquery, I'm executing now. And what it was happened, you can see, yes. So now, so I displayed my department details, in which department employees are working. So in which departments employees are working, guys, here? Accounting department, research department, and sales department. Okay, which departments it was working? Accounting department, research department, and sales department. Okay, now, so this is the requirement. So I want to display my employee department details, in which department employees are working. Okay, now this is what. Suppose in the same to same, the quite opposite. Okay, if I want to ask you here. So write a query to display department details, in which department employees are not working. Okay, in which departments employees are not working. If I'm giving like this, guys, here, so what do you say? Come on, guys, what do you say? So just here, what I'm saying here, not working. Not working means simply, can I keep it here? Not existing. Can I say no? Yes or no? Can I say it is a not existing? Yes. So not existing. Now in this, what it was happen, if this query, if I'm executing here, just I'm keeping my not operation here and not exist. Okay, now what happened? You can see to executing here. So then what it was showing? 40. Okay, now. So here, how it was again, same to same. Again, we have an outer query result 10, 20, and 30, and 40. Okay, this is outer query result. And now we are using, guys, here existing of inner query result is what now? 10, 20, 30. Now tell me, so 10 is existing here, 20 is existing here, 30 is existing here. That is what existing here. So existing operation data returns. But here I'm asking what now? Not existing. Now tell me, 10 is existing or not existing? 10 is existing or not existing? Existing. Okay, so that means I don't wanted this. 20 is existing or not existing? Existing. 30 also existing. So now tell me, which value is not existing here? 40th value is not existing here. So 40th value is not there in the inner query results. Inner query results, there is no 40. That means 40. 10 is the existing value. 20 is existing value, 30 is existing value, but which value is not existing? 40, and the 40 is written from your outer query. Okay, so now that is what 40 operation and Boston. Okay, now, so this is what. So now I want to execute this one. Okay, and I got it okay, the 40th people we got. Okay, so this is what now existing operator in our correlated subqueries. Okay, right. And now all subqueries, if you see carefully, so the two types of subquery categories and subqueries we discussed here. So non-correlated and one more correlated. Okay, right. But along with these two types of categories. There is a one more subquery is there, that is called as a derived table, we call it. The derived table subquery also there, one thing. So what is a derived table? So derived table is same as in your Oracle, it will be work like a inline view subquery. Okay, the derived table subquery in Oracle, it is called as a inline view subquery, we call it. Okay, inline view subquery we called. Okay, so now what is derived table? Okay, what is inline view means? For example, here observe. First, I will explain to you. This is my syntax of select statement. So what is my statement here? Select star from table name. So this is a normal select query, guys. This is a normal select query. Okay, now, right. So through this, okay, in this normal select query, whatever the table name is there here, in place of table name, we are passing, okay, subquery statement. Okay, in place of table name, we are passing one more subquery here. So this is called as a derived table syntax, otherwise inline view syntax. This is called as a derived table, we call it. So why, sir, it is called a derived table? Means here, observe. So the reason is what now? Whatever the subquery I return in place of my table name under form class, this, okay, this subquery, this inner query or this subquery result will act as a table for outer query. Okay, now if you say this is an inner query, if you say it is an outer query, then this inner query result will act as a table for your outer query. Understand now? So that means this inner query result will act as a table, will act as a table. Okay, will act as a table for outer query, for outer query. Understand now? So now you are observing. So derived table means what now? Simply, okay. So, okay, when we provide, otherwise providing a select statement, okay, in place of select statement, in place of table name, in place of table name, in select query, in place of table name, in select query. Okay, is called as derived, okay, table we call. Okay, derived table we call. So providing a select statement in place of table name, in place of table name under, okay, in place of table name under a form class. Which class here? From class. Under a from class in select statement and in select query is called as a derived table definition. So here form, this is form is a class. And under this form class, in place of table name, I'm writing one more subquery here. So your subquery means what now? Simply as per your definition is what now? Here also, I'm passing one select statement. Okay, I'm passing here one select statement. Okay, now, so this is the definition of your derived table. And this derived table, okay, this derived table is called as, this derived table is called as a what? Inline view. Is called as a inline view. Okay, in which database I said? Oracle database. Okay, now it was called as a inline view in Oracle database. And now here, observe. So what we said, guys, here, the next point we said, okay, the result of the result, the result of inner query, the result of inner query will act as a table, will act as a table for outer query. Okay, now so it will be acting. That means whatever you written inner query here, this inner query result. Okay, once you executed this inner query result, whatever it was come, so that result will act as a table for outer query. Outer query means what now? This one. Okay, now, and whatever it will be act as a table, this table is called as a derived table. We called this table is called as a derived table for outer query. Understand now? So whatever the result will come of your inner query, this result of inner query will act as a table for your outer query, and this table is called as what now? Derived table. That means I am derived means what now? From your main statement we are taking substatement, and through this substatement we are forming a table. So that table is called as a derived table. This is not a main table, this is not a main table, this is called as a derived table. Okay, now so that is what we call. But whatever the result will come to you after executing of inner query, this result, what I'm saying here, it will act as a table, I said. So but this will be act as a table means that table I want to show as a some name. Okay, this table I want to show as a some name. So how I can show as a name means now here I will use as what I want to say, derived table name I want to give it as a derived table name. Okay, now so here derived table, that means whatever the result is come here, this result will act as a table, I said. So for that table name I want to give something, I want to give something here. Understand now? So that means what happened? Suppose this query is executed internally, and whatever the result is come, the result will be as a table, and that table name is what now? Whatever you given here, whatever you given here. Okay, now so that is what. So practical I will show you, then we'll get some idea, otherwise little bit confusion is there. Okay, now so what is my derived table name? So whatever the output is coming from inner query, that result I'm showing as a with another name. That name is called as a derived table name. We should use it. Okay, now right. So now this derived tables, okay, how we can, and why sir, why this derived table we need it? Suppose if anybody asks you, so why we need to create this derived table? Okay, if you ask here, there is one reason is that. What is the reason, guys? Here, generally, we cannot use. Okay, generally, we cannot use column alias names. We cannot use column alias names under where clause condition. This is my first reason. The reason is what now? Generally, we can't use column alias names under where clause condition. That was not happening actually. So, but when you want to use a column alias name under where clause condition, okay, now, so there I need help. What your derived table subquery help is required. Derived table subquery help is required. So when it is required, whenever we want to use a column alias name under where clause condition, so there I required this derived table. And same reason in Oracle people also, they're using inline view subquery, sir. Why they're using means same reason. Okay, now same reason they are using. Okay, for column alias names, sir, when they want to use under where clause condition, that was directly not possible. So that's why we need to take a derived table, or Oracle people taking inline view statements. So with the help of inline view statement, so they are using, okay, column alias names under where class. SQL Server people using what? Derived tables. With the help of derived tables, SQL Server people are, okay, so using column alias names under where class. Okay, let me see one example I will show you. So write a query, okay, to display, okay, employees, okay, to display employee whose whose annual salary, whose annual salary is more than, his annual salary is more than 30,000 rupees. Okay, no? So annual salary is more than how much here? 30,000 rupees. For example, let me come back. So first of all, what I want to do, guys, here, this is my table. Okay, now this is my table. Select star from EMP. Okay, in this table, okay, this is main table and having some data. This is your main table data. Okay, right. So in this, you can see every employee salaries are there. But now I want to calculate what now? Annual salaries I want to calculate. So how to calculate annual salaries? For example, observe employee number, employee name, salary, and salary into 12 months. Salary into 12 months is showing as a annual, okay, and salary is what now, guys? Here it is called a alias name. So understanding now, my point understanding now, annual salary is what now here? It's called a alias name. So this is not required for here. Okay. So now what I'm saying here, which employee annual salary is more than 30,000. So now what I want to use, now I'm using where, what is my alias name here? The salary column, alias name, what it is here? And salary. So that and salary, if I try to use under where class condition, so and salary, what happened? And salary is greater than, I'm using what now? 30,000 rupees. Okay, so now tell me, guys, here what I'm doing here. So whatever the alias name I created on my salary column operation, whatever the alias name I created, that alias name I am using under where class condition. I'm using under where class condition. But when I'm using this, what it was happening, you can see, guys, here, I just go to executed now. It was showing error. And what it was saying, invalid column name. Can you see? Alias column name. So invalid column name is and salary. So that means what you understand, directly we can't use your column alias names under where class condition. Okay, so all of you, this point is clear? Come on, guys. Are you clear this point? So now it was open, but it is not finding, it was showing error. But I want it now. So then what we want to do, sir, means here observe carefully. So here observe carefully. Okay. So now up to here, I will execute it now. What it was happen? Carefully observe, carefully observe. This query is executed. Okay, EMP numbers came, employee names came, and annual salaries also came. But which annual salary I wanted? More than 30,000 people. More than 30,000 people I wanted. Yes or no? But here all people are, we find out. Okay. Now this is my inner query, guys. The point understand carefully. This is what I'm telling, my inner query. So now outer query I'm writing, select the star from, in place of table name, I am providing one more select statement. Okay, now tell me what I did here. I was providing one select statement in place of table name of your outer query. Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on, guys. In place of table name, we are providing one more select query now. So now careful observe. Now careful observe. This inner query executed first. This inner query is executed first because it is also one type of non-correlated mechanism is supported. Okay, now so that's why first inner query is executed. Now inner query execute. Yes, inner query is executed. Yes, I got it. So inner query result. This is the result of your inner query. This is the result of your inner query. Careful observe. Careful observe. So inner query result this one. So this inner query result, whatever it was there, this is table. This will be act as a table for outer query. Act as a table for outer query. Concept understand now? Come on. Concept understand now? First inner query executed. It's a non-correlated subquery type. So first inner query is executed and inner query result is already came result. And this result is what like? It is like a table. It's like a table. It's like a table. It's like a table. Yes or no? Yes. And this result will act as a table for what? For what? For outer query. For what, guys? Outer query. Understand my point? Understand my point? Okay, now it will act as a table for outer query. So now for this table, that means this result, inner query result, I need to give some name. That name is called as, for example, D something. Something I was given D or ABC or whatever it is, like just like alias name, like okay, derived table DT. Any name you can give it, XYZ. Okay. Any name you can give it. So derived table DT. Okay. Now what happened? Not what happened. You can see now what happened here. So whatever this inner query, this much inner query now, this complete inner query result, whatever it was come, this result will be stored as a name of. Come on, guys. Come on. As a name of what? What is the name of? As a name of DT. As a name of DT. Okay, now so now inner query result will be stored as a name of DT, as a name of DT, and this DT is a table for what? Table for what? Outer query. Understand now? Table for outer query. So now tell me outer query table name is what? Outer query table name is what? Come on. DT. Outer query table name is what now? DT. Understand now? Yes. So outer query table name is what? DT. That's called a derived table. Now we can read. Now we can read. So how you read here now? Select star from. This is entire the result as a. This is entire the result as what? DT. So that means now outer query read. Select star from. What is my table name? DT. What is my table name? DT. So that means here indirectly how it was taking your server, select a star from DT. Okay, now got it my point now? Select a star from DT. Okay. So now this is table name. Okay, now after DT. Now tell me one more question I'm asking. This DT, okay, is what I said? Table name. Table name. Which table? Derived table name. That means inner query result, whatever it was came, this result will be saved with the name of DT. With the name of DT. Okay, now? Now in this DT table, how many columns you have it? In this DT table, how many columns you have it? Come on. How many columns you have it here in this DT table? Come on. 3 columns are there. So that means your annual salary is what now? Now it is what now? It is a original column name. It is a original column name for which query? Outer query. Okay, now? So now in your DT derived table, how many columns are there? 3 columns are there. Employee number, employee name, annual salary. So these are the columns for which query? Outer query. Understand now? Now here one point should be remembered. What is that point here? and sal, it is an alias name for inner query. And sal, it is an alias name for inner query. But and sal is a not alias name. It is a column name for outer query. Understand my concept? Understand my concept? Come on. What we said? And salary is what now? Alias name. Alias name for which query? Inner query. This query purpose, it is alias name. Yes or no? Inner query purpose, this is alias name. Yes or no? Inner query purpose, this is a alias name. But outer query purpose, this is what? This is what? Outer query purpose. It is not a alias name. It is a column, original column. Very good, Rakesh. Original column this is. So outer query purpose, annual salary is called a original column. It will be treated as a original column. It doesn't treat as a alias name. It treat as a original column. Okay, now, now what happened? So now select star from entire this table. Now who you want it? Where class? Now where class? Okay, see where class. Now I'm using which one? Whose salary is more than 35,000? Whose annual salary? What is my column name? What is my column name? Ansal. So Ansal, very good. Ansal is greater than how much here? 30,000. How much here? 30,000. See. Now how the condition is checking now? So this is our where condition now? Yes. So this condition will be checking each and every value. Now tell me, 9,600 is greater than 30,000. Condition true or false? Condition false. Now annual salary, now checking here. So 19. So actually it will be like this. Again, you confuse here. Just wait. So now checking 9,600 is greater than 30,000. So condition false. 19,200 checking greater than 30,000. Condition false. Okay. 15,000 is greater than 30,000. Condition false. Now you can see 35,700 is greater than 30,000. Condition true or false? Condition true or false? Yes, condition true. Yes, came. Okay, now next 15,000. 15,000 is greater than 30,000. Condition false. Okay, now 34,200 is greater than 30,000. Yes, condition true. Yes, condition true. Next 29,000. Condition false. 36,000. Yes, condition true. Okay, 60,000. Yes, condition true. 18,000 false. 13,000 false. 11,000 false. 36 yes, and 15,000 false. Okay, now so your condition will be checking like this. After checking this condition, let me come. You got it your output or not? Okay, let me check this entire the derived table statement I execute. Yes. So whose employee annual salaries are more than 30,000? Those people. Okay. So data I was fetching from my table. Understand my point now? Okay. Yes. And now tell me, annual salary is a actually column alias name for inner query. So now this column alias name of inner query I am using under where class. Now it is satisfied. Now it is supported. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So this is the reason of why I wanted a derived table. Okay. Why I wanted a derived table. So derived table, why I want it means generally we cannot use column alias names under where class condition. So to overcome this problem, to avoid this problem, okay, now to avoid this problem, we are using what now? Derived table. Okay, so same thing what in Oracle is saying that inline view saying that. So in Oracle, for example, let you see in Oracle is also this command. Okay, so now I'm connecting with my Oracle database. Okay, so my username, for example, anyone I want to take here, for example, 4 p.m. Okay, so my DB 4 p.m. Okay, I connected. So let you see in Oracle is also how it was working derived table. So here names are different. Okay, names are different, but purpose is same. Okay, now So now I'm showing Oracle is also, because you will get some idea. Okay, why derived table is called as the inline view. Okay, fine. So come back, guys. And first, as usual, this is my EMP table. Okay, this is my EMP table in my Oracle database. Okay, now what I need to find out, for example, EMP number and E name, salary into 12, and I'm using and sal. And sal is what now? Alias name. And from EMP table, suppose where I'm using where and sal is greater than 30,000 rupees. If I'm giving, it was showing error. And what it was telling, and sal is called invalid identifier in your where class condition. My problem is there. So that means here also same thing now. So and cell is what now? Column alias name. So column alias name directly we can't write under where class condition. So here also same problem. Okay. So then how this Oracle people are avoiding this problem? Again, they are using inline view statement. They're using what now? Inline view statement. How they're writing? Same syntax. See, select star from in place of table name. Can I write this entire query? EMP number, comma, E name, comma, sal into 12 as and sal. Okay, as and sal from EMP close. Okay, now and now they are going to where now what you say and sal is greater than 30,000 rupees. Now you can see, yes, you got it. Yes, you got it. Okay, now so this is to see select star from table name. So this is inner query. This entire inner query result, whatever it was came, the result will be act as a table for outer query. So select star from this table where annual salary is equals to 30,000. Okay, but year and year, can you find out, guys? Here, this is Oracle. This is Oracle. So here and year. So now see, what is the difference you find out here? Okay, what is your difference in you find out here? This is Oracle syntax and SQL Server syntax. What is the difference in this two? What is the difference here? So now we are see in my SQL Server, we should give some name of the derived table. We should give some name of the derived table. But in Oracle, there is no name anything here. Directly, we can access. Suppose in Oracle, we are not giving any derived table name. Yes or no? Directly. Suppose if I'm giving now, what happened? You can see. As DT, where so and sal is greater than, okay, 30,000. Now you can see it doesn't accepting this one. Okay, it doesn't accepting SQL command not properly ended. Now, okay, sir, as keyword, I'm just avoiding. What happened, you can see. So only as keyword, just I'm giving DT. Okay, just I'm giving DT where what is your and sal? Okay, and sal is greater than 30,000 rupees I was given now. Okay, what happened? You can see. Yes, now it was giving us. So that means here what happened here? Derived table that is called, it will be treated as a alias name. So just like whatever I said, this entire the result will be stored as in the name of DT. But here as keyword is not supported. Directly we can give the name. But this name is also not mandatory. This name is also not mandatory. Understand my point now? Without the name, this is see observed. This name is what? A mandatory or optional? Come on. This is a optional, not mandatory. Because you can see. So without this name also, I can directly and sal is greater than 30,000. I can this. Okay, that means here, so name of your inner core result, name is what now is optional here. But come to your SQL server, suppose if I remove this, if I executed this one, what happening you can see. What happened you can see in SQL server, it is not allowed. It was showing error. So now, yes, that's why we need to give here as some DT. Okay, then it will be accepting to me. So now here as keyword, sir, as keyword is needed means just avoid this as keyword and you can send even though. Okay, now. So wait, guys. Yeah, you can send even though. So same. That means here as keyword is a optional. But derived table name is a mandatory. But derived table name is a mandatory. As keyword is optional, but derived table name is mandatory. Because here also alias names when you created, can you remember as keyword I said optional? Yes or no? When we created alias names, as keyword is what? Optional, huh? Can you remember alias names, column level alias, table level alias? As keyword is a see now I'm giving as keyword now. So what happened? You can see what happened. You can see. Okay, what happened? You can see same nothing. That means here as keyword is what I said. It is a optional. Okay. Now but as keyword leave it. It is an optional. Leave it. But derived table name is a optional in SQL Server. No, it is a mandatory. But in Oracle, derived table name is just optional. Okay, now so this is the one way we can use this derived table. Okay, how it was working. That's why in my syntax also select a star from in place of table name. I'm passing select a statement one more, and as is optional, so I'm keeping in the optional bracket. Okay, and that derived table name, it is a mandatory for us. Okay, now this is our syntax for us. Okay, and now finally you achieved here. Okay, whose employee annual salary is more than 30,000 rupees. So that people information we calculated, okay, by using of a derived table. By using of derived table. Okay, so this is one example, and let me see some more examples. Okay, tomorrow I will show you some more examples on derived table. Okay, so what and how the working nature and mechanism, whatever as of now I explained here, everything is the same to same, but different queries we can write it on this derived table to how to use column alias names under where class condition. Understand now? Right, guys. Okay, so I stop it here and thank you so much, guys.